Why hello there fellow Vault Hunters. In this video I'm going to talk about the latest Borderlands 4 news, including new details on how well Borderlands 4 performed in terms of player count over the weekend. Did it finally surpass 300,000 peak players before the weekend ended? Let's talk about it. Also, I'll talk about one of the most requested features that was sadly left out of the game at launch, and a mod that will serve as a temporary workaround until the feature is added. And if you're having problems finding those legendary loot drops, I'll talk about where you can find them in the game, and I'll be going over even more news as well. So let's dive into the video, shall we? So yes, the very first weekend is now past us. So the question is, did Borderlands 4 finally surpass the 300,000 player count? And I can answer that question with a satisfying yes, it did. It hit 304,000 all-time peak, and my guess is this is going to continue to rise as more and more people hop onto Borderlands 4, because from what I've seen from the first initial weekend, mostly things are very positive for this game. So this is very good news and bodes very well for the future of Borderlands 4. And let me know in the comments, how many hours did you sink into Borderlands 4 for your very first weekend in the game? And what level did you get your Vault Hunter up to? I can say that I put in tons of hours, to the point where I was staying up all night and then the sun came up and I lost track of time. So basically, I have been playing this game non-stop and loving it. And yes, Randy Pitchford is back at it again on social media, answering people's questions. And you know, the big discussion, of course, has been around performance on PC, with it being kind of a mixed bag for people, really depending on your hardware configuration and setup and the way you have optimized the game settings. Now, Randy Pitchford did say this on Twitter. He said, if you discover your system cannot run the game well by accident or wishful thinking, and or don't want to try to mess with settings to make things good enough for you, please use the refund feature on Steam rather than have a subpar experience. So he did say that. He said it in a very interesting Randy Pitchford way, by the way. But he did say if you can't get the game running very well, you can simply request a refund. So at least he said that. But again, sound off in the comments below. Let me know, guys. How are you faring with the game on PC? If you're on PC, how is your performance so far? It seems like from the first weekend, there have been mixed opinions on the game's performance. And it seems like you're either in the camp of using DLSS or not using DLSS. And for those people who refuse to use DLSS or simply don't have access to it because their card does not support it, they're the ones really experiencing the performance issues. And yes, I'll be keeping my eyes peeled for any upcoming new patches that are going to increase and improve performance. They've already released that one patch that seemed to increase performance for some people, so hopefully this keeps going and they keep on releasing performance related patches. And there's also one particular feature that was left out of this game at launch that a lot of players, including myself, really want to see added into the game. We all knew about this before the game launched, but that feature is photo mode. So the question is, when will this be coming, and what can we do to kind of get around this until photo mode releases, right? So this was posted by Crypto, who said, Borderlands 4 is such a beautiful game, and for that reason alone, I genuinely can't believe it launched without a photo mode. For those unaware, it's confirmed to arrive at some point in the future. So yes, we will be getting the photo mode, but the question is when? Graham Timmon said this on X. He said, hey guys, wanted to confirm that photo mode will be coming to Borderlands 4. It'll be a feature that we add in an update after the game launches. So he did say that before the game launched. So it has been confirmed by the official developers, of course. We all know that. But hopefully it's in the next update, right? Because I really want to be taking photos of these new environments, of these areas that I'm exploring, because in my opinion, this game is absolutely gorgeous. I love the art style, the environments, they're so freaking cool. And I keep on seeing people posting their gameplay photos on Twitter, on social media. But the only thing is these photos always have the HUD over them, and there's not really a way to disable the entire HUD. However, Epic NNG posted this on X. It said, made a temporary HUD remover mod for Borderlands 4 so content creators can get screenshots for their content. Took like 5 seconds, I guess. And then he posted a link to his Nexus mod download and said, as always, since mods are brand new to Borderlands 4, please install at your own risk. Do not blame me for any bans or loss of data. So just keep that in mind. With modding, there's always risks, but that's pretty cool that they put that together. And the moment I see any official news regarding the release date for the photo mode, I'll let you guys know right here on the channel. So hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that like button if you want to see photo mode in the game. And where are those legendary loot drops, you ask? Well, Forbes put together a pretty nice article detailing what you can expect on your first playthrough, where you can find some of these legendary loot drops, and what you can expect in terms of scarcity concerning legendary loot drops. So Paul Tassi said the following, said, I have just hit level 50 in Borderlands 4 and I'm currently going around clearing the map after story mode has ended. I'm not 100% sure what the end game is from here, but I know I want more legendary gear. My title can mean really 2 or 3 different things and I want to go through them. First, you might read it as, wow, I sure have not gotten a lot of legendary drops. That's true. I got maybe 10 in total through the entire campaign, a far cry from how the game used to be. This is intentional. Gearbox has said that they wanted to make legendary loot feel legendary again, and while there are still loot explosions, much of that is now sorting through very much buffed purple gear with the occasional legendary rather than 4 to 5 of them, which we saw in the past. I think this is a very good change for the series. So let me know what you guys think. Do you appreciate that legendaries are much more rare in Borderlands 4 compared to previous games? Or do you like how it was previously? Let me know in the comments. Now the article then goes on to say this. It says the second way you can read that is literally, where do I get these legendary loot drops? Here's where I got mine. 2 normal enemy drops, probably badasses, I can't recall. 3 were from vending machines, 2 being sold as the item of the day for an insane price, and 1 from a mission that let you pick one for free. Do the Vend of the Line quest chain. 4 from bosses, which you might expect, and 1 double drop. However, the game has now buffed this farming method because you can instantly pay a small amount of money to refight the boss without save quitting like you used to have to do. Later, you will still have to work your way to where that boss was, but when you plant yourself there, you can farm to your heart's content. And then finally it says 1 from a porta potty. This is especially funny because I've gotten 0 from all other types of chests. This ended up being the best one I've ever gotten, a Jacob's sniper. So what can we learn from Forbes' first playthrough in the game and how they acquired legendary drops? Well, the quick answer is always search porta potties. That's what I get from that article. But seriously, there's all kinds of different methods you can get legendary drops. I even saw someone post on social media a video of them literally fishing for legendary drops. Like you go to the shoreline and then you end up fishing where the water is bubbling, and then you can sometimes get some really good loot. It takes a while, but sometimes you can find legendaries by literally fishing for them. So let me know, how are you guys finding your best legendary loot in the comments down below? What do you think the best method is? Sound off in the comments. And that's going to do it for the video, fellow Vault Hunters. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button for more Borderlands 4 news. And I will see you all in the next video. Take it easy. See you later.